Hey everyone, it's Colin here at etrailer. Today we have a 2015 Ford Explorer, and we're going to do a test fit of the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system. Now this roof rack mounts to the raised side rails of your Ford Explorer. It's going to allow you to get your favorite Thule accessories up on top of your roof, whether you got a cargo box, a bike rack, or even a kayak carrier. You're going to be able to get all that equipment on your roof and secure it. Now this roof rack's made up of a couple of different parts. Up top we're going to have our Evo WingBars, which are 60 inches long. They are in black right now, but they are also available in silver. Just see etrailer if that's something you're interested in. The bars are going to have a nice aerodynamic shape to them. That's going to help cut down on wind noise and drag. It's going to be a little bit more quiet than your standard square or round bar setup. Might still make a little bit of noise, but definitely improve from that aerodynamic shape. Now our T-track is very unique. Instead of having a rubber strip which we pull off and then cut it to length for our T-track, we actually just slide it in between these two strips. You can see my finger just goes right through. You slide it all the way to wherever you need it to be on your roof, tighten it down, and you're good to go. And then you just shut the end cap up, and then you're good. Now what's holding down our wing bars to our raised side rails is going to be the Evo raised rail feet. Now the feet are going to be installed onto the bottom track of our wing bar, and then as you tighten it down onto the raised rail, it's going to secure itself into that track. The clamp system that goes around the raised side rail is going to be rubber coated, so it is going to help protect the finish of your raised side rails from any type of scratches or abrasions. Go ahead and take the end cap off. You can see that bolt on the inside, which you tighten down with the included tool and get it secured on your roof rack. When we put the end cap back on, you see we have a plastic pop lock which we can replace with Thule lock cores, which are sold separately here at etrailer. That'll just provide more security for your roof rack so no one can remove it without the key. Now with this roof rack installed on your Explorer, you do want to keep in mind that you have added height to your roof. So we're going to go from the top of our roof to the top of our crossbar. It's going to be 4 inches added onto the top of the roof. So just keep that in mind for any low clearance situations, like if you have a shoulder garage or something like that. Now we're going to also go from the top of the roof to the bottom of our wing bar, which is going to be 2 3/4 inches, which is more than enough space to be able to get any clamp-on accessories around the wing bar without risking damaging your roof. We're also going to have a 220-pound weight capacity for our wing bar setup, which is a step up from their previous load bar system, so it's going to be more than enough weight capacity to get your favorite accessories on top. Now that we've gone over some of those features, we'll go ahead and show you how to get it installed. Now we have the front wing bar installed already. The rear one is going to assemble and install the exact same way. What we're going to do is flip it over. We're going to have to come to the side and take the end cap off. There's going to be a small button on the end cap. When we push down on it, we can pull the end cap off. So that to the side. With our Evo clamp feet right here, you can see this tab. It's got the notches on the bottom. That's going to feed into the channel right here. So come right here, feed it up and in there like so. You want to leave it loose like that. We'll put our end cap back on, and now we're ready to get it on our roof. Now the Explorer does sit a little bit higher than some of those smaller crossovers, so if you do have a height restriction, you can just open up the door and stand up on the door frame. You do want to be careful not to drop the crossbar on your roof. We'll just climb up and then we'll get it in place. We'll reach over top, just get that clamp over the side rail on the other side. Do the same over here. There we go. Let's get it back a bit. And before we tighten anything down, we gotta get our crossbar spread. Now there's no exact measurement that you need to have your crossbar spread with the raised side rail roof rack, but you just do want to make sure that it's even on both sides and at least 24 inches. So we're going to go from the front of our back wing bar to the front of our front wing bar. Just find a good round number, and we'll go and make sure it's the same on the other side as well. There we go. Now that we have our crossbar spread measured out, we're going to go ahead and measure our crossbar overhang to make sure that's even on both sides. You don't necessarily have to do this, but if you want your roof rack to look pretty uniform, then you might want to go ahead and measure it. So we'll go from this side, and we'll measure the same to make sure that it's even. Now that we have that even, we can grab our tightening tool and begin securing it. Now if you want to, you can just start tightening it with your hand until it gets pretty snug. In my opinion, it's a little bit quicker to go ahead and get it with your hand while it's loose. Then once you start feeling that tension, we'll take our tightening tool and begin to tighten it down all the way. Now what's nice is that as it tightens itself down to the raised side rail, it's also going to tighten the clamp on the inside of that channel to make sure the crossbar cannot move. The tool is actually going to let you know right there when it's tight enough. When you hear that click, you know it's torqued down correctly. Now we'll go ahead and do the same on the other side. And once everything is secure, we can put our end caps on. Go ahead and just double check. We're going to grab a hold of the crossbars, just make sure everything's secure. See that the whole vehicle is shaking, letting you know that you're ready to hit the road. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for our test fit of the Thule WingBar Evo roof rack system on our 2015 Ford Explorer.